Hey guys, we're checking out Vocal Reverb by Antares, and this is the same company that does the autotune, but there's no autotune in this plugin. So let's check it out. I'm gonna try and give you as much information as I can, and I'll just mention you can get this plugin from my shop, myaudio.studio, and support the channel. Let's get started.
I know you're broken. I know you're giving up. And yeah, I know you're thinking that your time won't come.
Okay, so let's break it down. I'm going to try and do this as quickly as I can. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. So first of all, what types of reverbs? We have plate, we have room, and we have hall. Now around this, we'll find more features to go with the reverb to different places. For example, on the left side, you'll see that we have a delay. And on the right side, we have some other things like the stereo width. We have, of course, the mix knob, but we also have auto EQ. Now, on top of that, we have the advanced panel. Let me show you that. And here we can find some processing that you can go before the reverb and after, pre and post. And we also have a compressor and a gate. But the interesting feature is the assist, which you can find on the top. This is something you'll see also in the vocal EQ and in the vocal compressor. So let's start with that and go from there. Now we'll start with the default preset, but since I'm using this on the insert here, I'm going to dial back the mix and just around 10% so it doesn't sound weird. And I'm going to see what the learn is gonna give us.
I know you're broken. I know you're giving up.
Right, so it detected that this is a soprano. So the question is, so what? What the plugin is doing with that information? So it's going to use this information for further processing and making sure that the reverb is musically aligned with our source. So now let's have a go with the assist.
I know you're broken. I know you're giving up. And yeah.
Right, so first we need to see if we are okay with the selection of the reverb style. So we have vintage plate, we have the tight room, we have concert hall and cosmic. And then we have the size and we have the tone. I'm just going to go with these choices. And next we have kind of a template. So it's either going to be gritty or 80s. So I'll go with the gritty, and then we can spice things up with an octave down or up shimmer effect. So I'm going with the octave up, and we'll hit next. And here we have some recommendations. So the plate size, we have the effect template, we have the EQ curve and the input type. So I'm good with all of that. I'm gonna hit apply, and let's have a quick listen.
I know you're broken. I know you're giving up. I know you're broken. I know.
Now, just to compare, I'm going to bypass the plugin and let's have a quick listen.
I know you're broken. I know you're giving up.
And I did dial back the reverb to 6% because it just was a little bit too much. But of course, we can play with the size and we can do a lot of other things. So let's explore what else we have in this plugin. So first of all, on the left side, we have the delay. It can be turned on and off, and we have the mono and ping-pong options. We have the mix, and we have the time, which can be synced to our BPM, of course. So let's try that one.
And yeah, I know you're thinking that your time won't come. You're crying in the pieces, laying broken on the floor. But you put them back together every time before. I know it's like you were.
You get it. So that's the delay. And then on the right side, we have the mix and the width and the auto EQ. So when you're hovering on top of any of the controls, you'll get a tooltip with some explanations. So this will adjust the amount of EQ automatically applied to the reverb. So again, this is to make sure that everything is aligned and musically fit. So here in the advanced panel, we have the pre and then we have the post section. So in the pre, we have the pitch, which combines the octaves up and down. And we also have the throat modeling right here and the mix option. And that will add a little bit of flair, some shimmer effect to the vocals. And we also have tube to add some grit to the sound. And we have smooth to smooth the harsh sibilants. And we also have reverse. So if you want to have sort of a reverse effect on the reverb, that's something really fun. And on the post side, we have the tone shaper, which is sort of an EQ or filter. You can adjust very simply. It's also a tilt filter, so that's nice. And you can play with that and see, what character of the reverb you like. So let's try that.
I know you're broken. I know you're giving up.
Right, and just a tip here. So sometimes I use 100% wet just to get a sense of what exactly the reverb is doing, what is the added thing that I'm listening to, because when you're blending things, it's really hard to know. So if you want to have like a reference, that's one way to do it. Other than that, of course, we also have on the right side the compressor and the gate. And that is pretty much it. So again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And don't forget, if you want to support the channel, I'm going to put a link in the description of this video. But if you want to support the channel, go check myaudio.studio. That's my shop. I'm working with a lot of companies. And if you buy through my shop, then of course you're supporting the channel. And you're most welcome to hit me on Discord and also Facebook, and we can chat and whatever. So see you very soon. Thank you and bye-bye.
You're crying in the pieces, laying broken on the floor. Together every time before. I know it's like your world is just caved in, and every single